Oh, well, hey, heidi ho there, YouTuberinos. 12:12 in the afternoon. It's a Saturday. Not doing a whole lot today, though. It's a little, I don't know, weather's just kind of blah. Fighting the headwind over there. It's not moving very fast. Yeah, it's a little breezy. It's a little cool. It's about 64 out right now. Just saw a raindrop go whizzing by there. Talking about a chance of showers, so I'm not really going to be doing a whole lot outside today. The garage is filling up with more junk again, so I got to continue on with my sorting and cleaning. And just thought I'd make a little video for you. We got Jimmy videos rocking and rolling. So y'all getting caught up on that. What's the last one? We just started on the brakes. So kind of doing a couple a week right now is what I've scheduled. I don't want to overload you guys, but those videos were filmed mid to late May. It is currently mid-September, so you can see how far behind I am. But yeah, we'll get you all caught up. And I haven't done a whole lot of videos with the truck here at the house. It is here at the house. I've just been kind of working on all the little stuff, but I think once we get everything caught up, then we'll do a good review video of where it's at, what it's looking like, how it's doing. So, one other thing I wanted to show you all, if I can do this here, it wouldn't let me, in order, come on, don't fall, okay, at the back box, whoo, back's a little sore, with the weather changing like it is right now, it's just not feeling so hot, but it's still in a bag, but can you tell what they are, huh? Vroom vroom noises. Got ourselves a set of long tube ceramic coated headers for the Oldsmotor. So this is a Olds 350. That's what we're going to use in the project. I've been slowly cleaning it up. You can see the valve cover is looking pretty good. That intake manifold's actually cleaned. Working on the rest of the block. Just using a little soapy dishwater solution and an old toothbrush. And just kind of slowly whittling away at it, but kind of got the motor buried right now. We're going to spray her. I don't have it any right here, it's up above. I've got some good quality Oldsmobile, well, engine paint in the Olds, correct Olds. I have engine paint in Olds Gold, which is not correct for this motor. This motor was originally this light blue. But you can see the gold there, which would be correct for 1970. Even though this is not the right motor, this is a lower compression, essentially a junk engine. But it'll work. It does run, so as you've seen from years past. But yeah, that's what we're going to use for now. Like I've mentioned that I sold that 455 Olds to a buddy of mine at work who has a 70 Cutlass convertible factory 4-speed car, triple black, very nice car, very nice, all original except for the engine. The original owner had motor problems. He or she took it to the dealership. They did a crate motor swap, just bought a brand new motor from GM, from Oldsmobile, put it in. That was done. I think he said he's got the receipts that says that was done in like 76 or 77. So it's a correct engine for that car. It's not one of these motors. It's the correct 70s, early 70s style engine. I guess it was brand new. But I kind of made a comment that, when the time comes for him to do the swap, if he wants to get rid of the other 350, let me know. Maybe I'll buy it. And it's got the better heads on it. It's got the stronger block. This is a 77 to 81. They changed the alloys and the iron and to try to make it a little lighter, so they're not as strong. So I was going to try to maybe build this one, but after doing my research, yeah, these heads are essentially junk. Actually had some guy try to argue with me online that Pontiac never made heads for Oldsmobiles. Well, yeah, they did. Pontiac Motor Division. PMD. The Olds couldn't get their factory 350 heads to pass smog, so Pontiac stepped up and they kind of modified a Pontiac head to fit the Oldsmobile, and that's where they got their smog from. They don't flow very good. They're not made for power. So I think this motor was rated at 170 horse. Or 60, 100, I think it was 170 horse. So I don't remember what the torque is, like 280 or something like that. So it's not a huge powerhouse, but it'll be good to get the project going, hopefully. Of course, the speed that I go at, this motor will probably never wind up in the car. I'll wind up buying that other one first, and it'll wind up going in. But at the very least, this motor, I'll have it cleaned up, degreased, painted, use it to mount up the 700 R4. There's the adapter plate. And then we can use that to mount up the transmission cross member, figure out where it needs to go in that new frame. So, but I'll clean it up, make it look pretty at least. But yeah, we got the headers, got some new breathers for the Jimmy. I don't know if I show, that's an empty box, we can get rid of that. Bought a cheap dress-up kit for the Olds motor. $100 off of eBay. Hopefully it'll work. They're just stamped steel chrome plated. The only problem per se is that these are what's called a 10-bolt valve cover. Olds made 5, 7, and 10-bolt valve covers. Now they all have the same shape, but I have the 5-bolt. So you can see that I got nothing here, I got nothing here, I got nothing here. You've got the 3 on the bottom. So, I guess I can't. I was going to say I could probably drill them out, but no, I cannot. So, hopefully, yuck. I got to clean the inside of those a little bit. But hopefully they'll seal up well enough with the gaskets. It's like a $109 kit, air cleaner, valve covers. I don't remember if they came with breathers or not. If they did, I'm not going to use them because I bought Oldsmobile style breathers, and they do fit. So, valve covers off the Jimmy. Got those swapped over. I'm going to clean these up and paint them. I'm not real pleased with the way the gaskets are fitting on the new valve covers, so I'm going to have these as a backup just in case. But I got to get new grommets. These are pretty dry. But, yeah, you know, we're plugging along with some projects. In the meantime, trying to get through the garage and clean it up, and I need to get out to Kevin's place, probably send him an email and see what he's doing next weekend. See if we can start bolting some suspension parts onto that frame out there, so I can get rid of some of this stuff that's building up right here. Spindles and backing plates, and I think the springs and everything are out there, but there's a few other pieces. I got rotors down there, bearing kit somewhere. So, yeah. Good stuff. Oh, look what I got from one of the neighbors. He was cruising by, noticed I got a bunch of car stuff, and wanted to know if I wanted a bunch of old license plates. I said, nah, I don't really need any old license plates. I mean, they were just the standard Washington plates that from his past vehicles and whatnot, that style. I got a bucket full of those from various vehicles. But I did go down and see what he had, and I took this one. It's an old 76 dealer plate. Oh, that's kind of cool. So, it's the year I was born, so I just thought that was kind of neat. Something that the car dealer would use to throw in a car for a test drive or for transport or whatever. So, And it's in really good shape too. So I thought that's kind of neat. Says he used to work in automotive sales, so nicer old feller. Probably yak at him some more down the road. But yeah, that's really about it going on today. Just waiting for the rain to kind of come in, and I'd like to go out and do some stuff to the Jimmy. Maybe I'll try. Got to do a throttle cable on it. I did do a headliner in the 84. I realized I haven't put that video up yet. I think I can put it together. I have to go double check, but I may get that uploaded for you guys this weekend too. So give you something a little other than a Jimmy video to watch. But like I said, I'll get 2 a week put up. Maybe I'll push it for 3. I don't want to overload you guys too much, but then I'll do that during the week, and then on the weekend I'll try to do a little something different. I mean, I know this isn't a very exciting video, but we'll just kind of mix it up a little bit as we're getting caught up, since that video programming, that editing program is working. But I'll definitely tell you, if this weather stays like this for much longer, that AC unit in the window there is coming out real quick. Yeah, and tomorrow it's supposed to rain. Had quite a bit of good rain. And, you know, one good thing about the Jimmy, just to yak on a little bit more here, we're only 11 minutes in. You know, I got that truck and it had mushrooms growing in the carpet, and it was damp inside. Now, some of that was probably from being parked out at Kevin's place. His property is wet. It does not dry out. You can see things just starting to surface rust just because of all the moisture out there. He's in a little valley. It's an old riverbed that's just saturated with moisture. Sandy, but so it does drain, but he doesn't get a lot of sun exposure. Somebody's talking at you. So I thought maybe she wanted out, but I guess not. Well, she's pawing at the window. But where was I? Oh yeah, so his place just stays wet. So you know, he had mushrooms growing behind the seat, and carpet was always wet and damp, and the inside of the windows were always fogging up. And we run those moisture Dry-Z Air, I think is what they're called. Try to keep it drier, but you know, so wet out there. So I thought that the top seals needed to be replaced. So I bought a set. They're sitting in a box up in the front of the garage there. Well, since the truck has been here, I mean, we've had a lot of rain this last week, and that carpet is bone dry inside. So I think it's just, you know, the truck sat buttoned up for 13 years. I don't know how often they even went into it. Probably not very often at all, but it just sat buttoned up, so all the condensation built up over the years. And that's probably where a lot of the damage came from on the side panels in the back. But yeah, we had well, you saw the video from last weekend, that torrential downpour that we had. I mean, that went on for 20 minutes. And we've had a lot of heavy rain and what we call mist. I mean, just a constant, steady, heavy mist coming down. And carpet is bone dry in that truck. So those seals are good. I do have new seals I want to put around the doors for both trucks, just because, yeah, I got them and it's cheap insurance and they're easy to put on, but try to do that before the winter hits. But anyway, that's all that I got. I'm going to putter around in the garage here this afternoon and do some more cleanup and organizing. And a few of these things I need to get into the shed. I've got this other center console here that I pulled out just to see if it was any better than the one that's in the truck now, and it's in about the same condition, other than it's really dirty. So it's actually the exact same color, so whatever I pulled that out of had that same light titanium interior. I think that came out of a Suburban, if I remember right. But yeah, I need to get that back in the shed. I'm not going to toss it. It's got a couple of cracks in the usual spots, but if you can see the one down there in the corner. But we'll hang on to it, use it as storage or whatever. Actually, if I get to the other side of the garage there, I'd throw it up on that shelf, but the tires went flat on that side of the Oldsmobile, so it's kind of leaning more towards the other side of the garage, so I can't get my back door open anymore. It hits the bumper. And I got too much other junk in here to try to use a jack to slide it over just a couple inches, but we'll figure it out eventually. If I just start cleaning stuff out more. So, anywho, yeah, like I said, I'm going to mess around with this 350 a little bit and do a little more degreasing on it. I need to still find the water pump, clean her up, get the schmutz out of the inside of the heads there. To hopefully this motor will be good for a little while. Run it for a little bit once it gets in the car. But yeah, long tube headers. I don't have an exhaust yet past the headers, but I'll get to that when it comes. But like I've said, the goal on that frame is to get it into that condition right there. That's I think a 64, 66 Olds frame. But I want the motor, trans, everything mounted up, ready to go to drop the body on. So, and the body we're not going to go crazy on. Kevin and I were talking about that last time we chatted, but we'll do the floors. I think the exterior sheet metal is going to stay a little banged up and rusty. So, kind of do the rat rod look, the barn find look a little bit. And then as time goes on, I can fix it, winter projects and things like that. But I kind of wanted it on the road and driving and start having a little fun with it. I don't care if it looks a little crappy. At the very least, maybe we'll just shoot it with, red oxide primer or something. And then go from there. But anybody need a cross member? I think that's off the Oldsmobile. It's off of this car. I don't know if I have one on the other car, but I need to clean it up a little bit more and throw some paint on it so it doesn't rust. But it was there was grease and sand that deep on it. It was nasty. Scraped a lot of it off, and I need to do a little bit more, but tried degreasing it for the most part. But throw that in the garage. I don't know if it's the same one they use for the Chevelles and for the Pontiacs and the Buicks. But throw that in the shed and just hang on to her just in case. You never know. Anyway, enough of me yakking. Almost 20 minutes. That's where we're at for this week. Stay tuned for more Jimmy videos. I think the next one's coming up Monday. It's just kind of a continuation. You'll see that the ongoing theme is going to be a lot of parts and some frustration. And there was, I was getting to the point where I was about ready to walk away. For something that's such a popular truck, trying to find the correct parts for was going to be a real pain. Bearings, ball joints, brake rotors, you name it. So, but anyway, we got through it. Just took some searching and digging and a little extra money for some parts that thought they were correct but weren't, and then try to take those back. And we can't take them back. The package is open, so you're stuck with them. So, made some notes when I have to reorder stuff on what to get. So, anywho, we'll chat at y'all later. I'm gonna fiddle fart around in here and maybe make a path up to the door today, so I can at least get through and start clearing things out. So, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.